Okay, welcome back to another episode of A Push to 4K. So obviously, as you know, we did reach 4K in one of the previous episodes, but we have dropped back down to 3800 when we was just messing about on live streaming. And what we're gonna do is just gonna show you some replays that brought us back up to just under 3900. So we've got two pretty good ones. One from level 11. Let's just watch this one. This is a Lava Hound deck that we're facing. So at the start, he's just going to put his furnace down. Absolutely hate furnaces, so I'm literally going to zap this one, basically to get rid of those fire spirits, because they do about as much damage as a fireball does on a tower. So they're pretty valuable to him, but it means I also must defend them. I put down my baby dragon, hoping that it would be able to take out the furnace, but for some reason it heads towards the other baby dragon, which is completely ridiculous. I have no idea why. I had to throw down the ice golem to separate his two attacking units, that baby dragon and also the furnace's ice spirits behind. So at the moment, I'm just going to let it cycle back through again. Just defending at the moment. We haven't even actually made a single push yet. Not even a counter push even. But he's made a mistake of putting his Valkyrie down, which is literally a very good counter towards the graveyard. You can see he makes a couple of mistakes like that in this actual episode, in replay as well. But so at the moment, the baby dragon's going to go ahead and go for the furnace. The archers are going to end up taking it out. So at the moment, I've got a bit more elixir than him on that exchange. So I throw down my mega minion and then the graveyard. I zap the tower just before the mega minion dies. If he really wanted, what he should have done is actually taken out the mega minion as well in those arrows he threw down. But you know, not to worry about that too much. We're just defending at the moment, you know, because we've got his tower down to 306, which is pretty crazy. How quickly we done that, just in one push. But it just shows you how strong the graveyard is. This is his other mistake that he made by putting down that Valkyrie, when he should be keeping that for defense against the graveyard. But I'm sure he's just thinking he's going to use the arrows or use his minions and not have to worry about it. But so we go in for another push with the ice golem and the baby dragon taking out the furnace. We then put the mega minion in behind. We've got the graveyard down. We ended up trying to zap the minions, hold them back just a little bit, to let at least one more skeleton take some make another damage. So we're just cycling now back through for the zap, while still trying to defend that heavy push he had. But I think we had defended him anyways, looking at that back now. So that was pretty good. There's also this other replay I wanted to show you. This was a 3-2. It was pretty crazy comeback, this one actually. We literally, well actually I'll let you watch this yourselves, to be honest. But just notice a crazy comeback in this one. So we'll just start off with the ice golem in the center. Just in case he had the elite barbarians, it would pull them in. It would hopefully pull them in for a defensive play. So now we're going on the counter attack. I don't know what he was thinking with zapping those troops when he should have just zapped the skeletons, because they were really building up on that tower. So we ended up taking that tower because of that, and basically equaling up on that exchange, and we're also plus a tower. So I think we're well up on that one. Now I do some crazy mistakes, absolutely crazy mistakes. but I still managed to pull in the other elite barbarian that was heading towards the tower. And there's actually a reason for that. I think you should have a look at Orange Juice. He goes through exactly why on his channel, why this happens. But I can't. It's a little bit difficult for me to explain, so I'll just leave it for someone like him to be able to do it. So at the moment, it's just left us with absolutely zero elixir. I've had to throw the ice golem to distract the lumberjack, so I wouldn't have that much damage going in. But he absolutely took my tower. Now I've got no elixir at all, and he's raged up the hog with the lumberjack, and he's got four. Well, he had 4 barbarians directly on that tower, level 11s, and they completely destroyed that one. So at this bit, I'm just a bit edgy, laughing as well, because of that mistake. Literally cost me those 2 towers. Absolutely ridiculous. So now I've got about 45 seconds left to make a counterplay and try and win. Obviously, you saw the score at the start, so you know what's going to happen. But he plays a defensive graveyard, probably knowing even that I would have put my graveyard down there at that point. But it was pretty wasteful, to be honest now, that play. This is when I do it. So the way to do this is you throw the graveyard down first, and then the ice golem immediately after in the corner. So both towers target it, whilst also giving the ice golem extra valuable time to stay alive. Now that baby dragon is going to do a bit of work on that tower and bring it down to 300. So at this point, obviously because I don't have much direct damage troops apart from the graveyard really, and the zap. But the moment you have 1 tower left, the king tower, and you graveyard it, you know there's no way for them to actually defend against it, to be honest, unless they have some archers or anything like that. But at 300 hit points, it's very difficult because the king tower is so much larger. The archers would need to move around the king tower to try and reach all of them, so it wouldn't really work. And obviously you saw me there laughing at the end because of that comeback, which was pretty crazy. But yeah, also we hit 20,000 donations today. We've only been playing since I'd say mid last year, maybe, so maybe 6 to 8 months, somewhere around there. And the most of it's been free to play, apart from when they had some really good offers, and I had no gems to get legendary chests and stuff like that. So I bought a couple packages, so I've got a few thousand gems from that. But yeah, we hit 20,000 donations, and you know, our clan's very, very good on donations. We're full at the moment. We're at 33,000 clan trophies, which actually on the local leaderboard, I think here we are. We're just at 162. We are up a couple. That's not too bad. You know, considering not many of us are in 4K or have been to 4K in our clan, but the lowest being 1937, but the majority all over 2000. So yeah, that's a bit about our clan and just some gameplay as well. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and obviously if you did and you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button on the right hand side, and I'll catch you in the next video.